Okay. Hello folks, this is RotorStorm331, back to doing more speedruns. Today I'm playing Ninja Saviors, and following right after this is Rival Turf back-to-back runs. These will be my last two runs for the evening. I hope everyone's enjoying the Feed the Kids marathon. Shoutouts to RGLtv for the event. And I hope everyone's having a good day. Alright. So anyway, we're going to be playing Ninja Saviors, The Return of the Warriors. And this is a remake of the SNES version. And I'll be playing as Ninja on normal 80%. And again, this is RotorStorm331, back to doing more speedruns. This is one of the two runs I'll be doing this evening, starting with Ninja Saviors. The other one being Rival Turf. So let's get started with the mission. So anyway, we're playing, in the original you had three ninjas, which is Ninja, Konoichi, and Kamatachi. In this version we also get Yakusha and Raiden, both with their own playstyles. We're going to be using Ninja for this run. And 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, come on. Okay, that didn't go well. Let me get out of there real quick. Okay, that was odd. That should have, Okay, we got a problem. My timer's not working. I might have to fix that real quick. Hang on. This is so weird. It was working earlier. There we go. Now we got it working. My apologies. We'll do this again. Alright, let's get back to the ninja. And not waste time. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the story of this game is we're going to be taking on Bangalore, who's taking control of the country, and we need to liberate it through the use of 5 ninja androids. Technically, this game is actually a remake of the original arcade release of the Ninja Warriors. Of course, this game is actually way superior. We're going to be using a lot of power-based moves with Ninja. It's pretty much the power-based fighter of the team. And we're going to be using Ninja's Dash to get through a lot of places pretty quickly. And his nunchucks give us a lot of protection, obviously. And the elbow of that dash comes out automatically, so we don't have to use the attack button for that. So anyway, I started playing this when this came out in 2019. One big change is that you can now juggle enemies from certain hits. Not to mention, Ninja also gets access to hitting multiple times with the giant swing. And all ninjas, especially the returning ones, get access to charge attacks, so that's also very good. So anyway, we're getting close to the end of stage 1. And we're taking on Gigano. He's our first boss. Let's see how much of a problem he gives me. So far, so good. Oh, that was a perfect Gigano fight. This is also used in the current world record run for this game. Anyway, CCZ-Sozo is the current world record holder for this run. I don't think I'll ever top it, but I'll keep trying until I do. Oh, thank you. Alright, let's do this. So stage 2 is still pretty easy. Let's throw this Shadow Man to the corner. Grab this guy. Now I need to make sure I don't do a shoulder dash. Coming up. Ah, I missed the kick. Well, he was already dead anyway. So that was good. Man, these soldiers can be pretty finicky with the AI. We gotta need this bomb, get rid of all the stragglers. Wow, that's a first. to kick me, I'll knock you down even further, pal. Alright, let's get rid of all these minions right here. 2 Shadowmans are coming up. Yeah, a lot of the enemies in this game are basically from the original arcade release. Except for the soldiers, they've been upgraded a bit. That takes care of all of them. We're going to be going after this robot here. These guys are like the hugest walls here in the game. Now, this is something I've learned pretty recently. Normally, for speedruns of this game, you would have to knock down those 2 barrels, then somehow blow all the enemies up. But I just learned you could just grab one of the soldiers, do the giant swing on them. That just gets rid of that more easily if you can get the chain, that is. Yeah, that wasn't a very good combo there, but we're going to keep going. Now, I'm not going to dash on this one, because we're going to throw this guy right here. Detonate this bomb, because that's going to nail all the Kunoichis that just came out of there. Unfortunately, one of them survived, which was not very good. Now, these fans do run on a global timer. The first 2 are connected, but the third one and the last one run on their own timers. So while the third one stops, this one pretty much starts up again. Alright, that was pretty good. That gets rid of the robot there. Very nice. Now we're coming up against Chainsaw Bull. He can be easy or pretty much problematic if things don't go the way you want them to. Dang, I cannot believe I just did that and somehow survived. But yeah, sometimes that'll happen too, of course. Because he'll grab you and throw you at the same time. Not the fight I want, but for now. But yeah, my plan was to pretty much do atomic drops on him, but that didn't go the way I wanted to. But hey, we got through. Overall, it's still a good stage 2. Now that Chainsaw Bull's gone, we go on to stage 3. We're moving from the underground area to the subways, then eventually the mall. And this is when the enemies start becoming more varied instead of doing the having all those foot soldiers with knives come at you. And you, sir, need to stay on your side. It's not really a sequel, it's basically a remake, but just revamped, pretty much. One big difference is that you get a whole slew of new attacks for this version than the original. Not to mention it's a lot more easy to play as opposed to the SNES. Now we wait for all those Shadow Men to come out and we detonate that bomb right there. Ah, I was gonna swing it. Ah, I hate when I dash and these guys decide to throw a kunai at me. Unfortunately, that happens. Yeah, we need to be on this side because I want to make sure that we grab the enemy that's going to be coming right out here, throw her right there. Ugh, leave it to those guys that hit me with that move. Unfortunately, this would have been better if I had a full bomb, unfortunately. But we'll have to improvise. Yeah, unfortunately, the whole plan was to have a full bomb and detonate at the moment this Kunoichi appears, because she has the largest amount of health out of all the Kunoichis that appear. Alright, moving on to the mall. We're going to be moving forward. So we'll get to this part. Perfect. them. Yeah, believe it or not, when you corner enemies off screen, you'll be able to pretty much keep them from going anywhere. There's like an invisible wall right there until all the enemies are down. Yeah, we need to be on this side because we want to corner these Secret Service guys. I want to take them all down quickly. There's only 2 of them, so just for that. Yeah, believe it or not, Ninja can do infinites in this game too. I'm going to pick up that health coming up because my health's a little bit bad. I want to have full health just in case Phantom Gecko gives me some problems. So Phantom Gecko is the 3rd boss. As when he jumps on the screens, it's going to be RNG based. But we're going to be atomic dropping him pretty much every time he gets up. Unless he decides to go for the wall, which he does right here. But yeah, he'll do some shenanigans pretty much. Yeah, he jumped on the wall this time. Now, normally in the SNES version, his invincibility goes away after a bit, but not this time. And we get him with the bomb right there. Now, on my best pace, this would have been underneath like 180 or 90, but because of that, because I got knocked down earlier, I wasn't able to get that bomb finished there. But we're gonna keep going. But then again, that's just what happens when you do speedruns on Marathon. It's not always going to be picture perfect, but you're going to try at least. Yeah, let's get these Kunoichis to the corner real quick. Alright, that was clean and quick. Now we do have to watch out because we got missiles coming in, and where they come is pretty random. So, aside from stage 1 and this stage, the only time we'll see missiles again is pretty much on stage 7. Ooh, that was not what I wanted to do. Whew! Somehow I got past that without getting knocked down. Picture perfect there. And yes, ninjas can crouch walk in this game. Alright, we want to keep these landmines intact because we do have a robot coming in and we want to make sure that robot gets the full burn of it. Detonate right here. And down they go. Had to wait a minute for the swing. Yeah, my apologies if I'm not keeping track with chat right now. I am trying to focus on playing, but I will try to keep an eye on it. But yeah, we're going to be using this giant swing to move all these guys around while at the same time damaging the vast majority of them. Alright, that was quick. Oh yeah, that blaster's attack is also a very powerful move for Ninja. It's like the 2nd best offense. I don't know about now with the charge attack in general. Oh, we got rid of that one guy pretty fast. Nice. Alright. So we're going to hang out right here. I'm going to pick up this guy right here. Got shot. Not good. Alright, Alright, let's make sure this one gets blasted. There we go. So it's going to do a couple of rounds before it's done, pretty much. We'll full combo after that bomb, and then we'll be right on the boss. So anyway, we're going to be fighting Silverman. He's going to be pretty much focusing mostly on trying to avoid engaging us while sending all of his henchmen to fight us, but we're going to be atomic dropping him as normal. But we do have to keep an eye out for the minions coming out because they will surround us. Ah! Ugh, that was not good. Okay, enough of that, please. Okay, that was bad. Technically, you can do a giant swing on one of the enemies and knock Silverman up about at least 3 times. But what he did right there, unfortunately, his minions cornered me. That made it much harder than it should. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was going to go for the giant swing on one of those enemies, knock him 3 times, and then go for the bomb for the finish. But that didn't go well. But oh well, we managed to rebound. But anyway, we're going to be moving on to stage 5, where we're going to be fighting Jubei. He's basically the wall of this game, pretty much. But I'll talk about more on him a little bit later, once we do fight him. Okay, that was just wrong. I thought I had enough space to hit him with a kick. Oh, nice. That was the last hit. Yeah, it's pretty annoying when these robots get their way, unfortunately. Alright, I do need him to come out because that's not going to be easy for me. Okay. Now, we want to be on this side because this is the only way to get Gigano Trap, and we do this to him. As you can see, I was able to defeat him and get him quickly out of the way, too. Alright, so we're moving on. Alright, now that we got past these guys, the rest is pretty much easy in general. Now I do want to keep a full bomb for this one. Now I need to count the enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Detonate bomb. And then do a dash kick on those guys, and that clears the whole area. Oh yeah. Ninja rules without rocking. I agree. Yeah, we want to get rid of the Shadow Men and these claw guys pretty quickly. Ooh, got lucky there. Yeah, my health is somewhat decent, so I'll just keep it as is. Cheese because those are the problem. Oh, that one guy's dead. Nice. That was not nice. I want this guy going. Reload on bomb real quick. More. Alright. good chunk of them. Technically, the down attacks are more faster for Ninja, but the nunchuck has a lot of defense priority, especially from protecting you from behind as well. At least that guy right there is knocked down. So yeah, this is the last area before we fight Jubei, and he's going to be a bit of a problem, regardless of how well I do. Probably not. Alright, here we go. Now we fight Jubei. I'm going to probably need to be buying some serious time for this one, because these guys are going to be all over the place with all these henchmen helping him out. Get some extra damage from that giant swing. Of course, he does have the ability to escape chain attacks pretty easily. Unfortunately, I was hoping to grab that minion to do that, but oh well. So far, we're doing a lot better than I would have on these parts. I'm gonna wait until he gets up again. Detonate bomb for the finish. Alright, normally my Jubei fights will go, start doing well and then quickly just get flipped over the moment he gets a chance. But thankfully he didn't get much of a chance this time. Alright, series time's over. Now we're on to the shortest stage of the entire game, stage 6. We get to invade the government house and clean house on all of Bangalore's guards. I do want to throw this guy over here. Shame on you, clowns. Get blown up. Hopefully that wipes them all out. Nope, one of them survived. Alright, good. Let's clean the riffraff up. Because that red robot requires a lot of damage before it can be hit after all this. Alright, that was pretty nice. Oh yeah, indeed. Alright, so now we're fighting two special Giganos known as Phobios and Demios. We're going to do an elbow drop. You don't usually see this a whole lot on the run, but when it gets used, it's pretty good. If it connects, that is. This would have been nice if I hadn't gotten hit there. But that wasn't perfect, though. Yes, believe it or not, in the SNES version, Ninja had the rocket dive kick. One thing I did notice when I played it, though, is it gets countered pretty easily. Not so much with the elbow drop for this game. Oh, yeah. Bring on the rocks stuff. Indeed, I agree, OJ Machine. And again, welcome everyone to the marathon. My name is Storm331. I'm finishing up my runs for this marathon. The next one's Rival Turf, aka Russian Beat, part of the Russian Beat series from Jellico. But now we're on the pre-ultimate stage. And basically, Bangalore's minions are going to be out in full force today. And unfortunately, they do fire all these missiles, but as far as I have seen, they don't usually hit this area where I'm at. But yeah, they can hit you pretty much anywhere else. Okay, this Kunoichi needs to go. Dang, she's probably the strongest Kunoichi at this point. Blaster on them just in case they still alive. Oh wait a minute, he was still alive too. Darn it! Talk about bad here. Oh well, let's keep moving. That wipes out that robot's head. Coming up. Let's get rid of all the minions. Oh, the robot's dead! Oh, never mind. He's still alive after all that. Ooh, getting sandwiched. Not good. Alright. Because I don't use the elbow drop a whole lot, I'll just use it right there. Alright, now that we finally got through that area. It's the new one, it's based on the SNES actually. Now we do want to keep these landmines intact, so we're not going to be throwing these enemies right into them. Because we're going to be saving that for some robots later on. Alright, we got past that part, so we're moving forward. Let's throw the rubbish there. And throw this third one over there. Alright, good. We got 3 of the 4 out on this side. It's a lot easier. Now if we can get this last one to come back. Oh, come on! There we go. Alright, we do need to set that up a little bit later. Hopefully we can save it for the next 2 guys that come out. Alright, I am going to try to time a bomb on these guys once we get this Noichi on this side as well as this guy. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry about that loss. Well, hopefully this will give you some pointers. Now, we do not want to blow up that tube right there. We do want to save that for the next batch of enemies. I am going to try to break this one open so we can get some more health, just for a safety measure. Because Zeros is not fair in general. I'll kill all the enemies that merged on the left and suck this one. Yep, I think I did. Oh, don't worry. Once you figure out how to fight them, it becomes a lot more easier. Man, I'm surprised I can't get that kick on the last one. And I could do that with the nunchucks. Alright, coming up is Zeros. he's pretty much the hardest boss I pretty much fight. It's very hard to get a fast kill with Ninja. I am going to try to get some atomic drops right off the gate. Hopefully we can get a third one before he goes invincible, like these guys do. Of course, he does have the ability to extend his limbs, so he can literally cause some problems if you're not careful. Awesome! Alright, I got a perfect on Zeros, no damage. Well done me. Alright, now that we got past that part, all we have to do now is fight Bangalore. He's our final opponent, but he will not fight us directly. He's going to send all of his minions at us. We do have a long ways to go, so we're going to take the right way for this one. Let's knock all these clowns up to this side. Ah, that would have been 15 seconds under. Alright, let's go. Just flip this one, dash after that one. Alright, that was completely clean on that one. I can't believe that happened. Alright, now we just go through this one. We're going to trap these guys behind here. Just make sure we get a ton of damage on them pretty quickly. Okay, one of those guard robots. Now we get to fight two of these along with the strong Kanoinchis. We're going to be trapping them to the corner. Okay, that was quick. Ooh, that was pretty good. Ah, not enough for a kill, though. Oh, that was so close, too. Alright, let's go. After 3 of these, we just do this. And we get rid of all the drones. So that's it. I hate when that happens, when I do a dash and these guys go for a low kick. So these guys mostly fight with kicks. They can go for either high, low, or mid. That keeps them all to the corner. Detonate bomb! Ah, that was wrong. Dang, those guys came out pretty fast. Alright, I need some breathing room. Clear the way. I love those nunchucks sometimes. Alright, we got past that part. That is not an easy place for Ninja to get through that quickly. And this Kanoichi is going the wrong way. She's supposed to be in this direction. Get yourselves wrecked! if they don't want to play nice, I can not play nice either. Whew, I guess I had a full... Alright, I need to mash this. Alright, that takes care of Gigano, so he won't cause us problems now. Oh, nice! I wish this was somewhat decent. Alright, now we're going to be fighting Bangalore once we get through these last minions. Unfortunately, our bomb meter is not going to be really useful for us. Oh, I forgot to dash. That would have saved me some seconds. Alright, so Bangalore's not that difficult to fight, but for the remake, they gave him some extra toys to use, in addition to all of his earlier defenses. Alright, gets rid of that one. So we're going to be throwing all these minions directly at Bangalore. Unfortunately, these laser defenses are going to be a problem. But we're going to try to get as many minions thrown at Bangalore as possible. Unfortunately, the giant swing is the only throw that Ninja could use to get any damage whatsoever on Bangalore. So we got to be very careful as to how many enemies we throw in directly. Technically, the foot soldiers make more easier choices, but you take what you get, right? Alright, so once his health bar goes to a mid, he'll start using the middle lasers, and then he'll start using the laser cannons. You do not want to be at the edge of the screen for those, because those things can hit you at the very edge and hit you pretty hard. I'm getting a lot of minions. And time's going to be when I hit undestroyed. Alright, 35:49. Good. Beat that within 3 minutes. Whew! That was great. Oh man, can't believe I did it. I hope everyone watched that. But anyway, that's going to be it for Ninja Saviors. So anyway, the ending is kind of somber because even though we did save the country, Molk, who created the androids, proves not to be as good as Bangalore is. Oh, thank you, OJ Machine. Oh yeah, thank you. I wish it was a little bit better, but I'll take it as it is. I mean, you can't really do much when you're doing a marathon. You just gotta do the best you can. Thank you for the GG, Big Mike 1983. Oh man, I'm glad you folks like this run. Alright, I do want to give a quick shout out to Natsumi Artari for remaking this game. I've been wanting to play this for years, and good grief, this is way better than the original. I recommend everyone that's got a PS4 or a Switch play that. Also, thank you for the GGs, Jason WFD, RG802, and the 32 for the GGs. Thank you very much. Anyway, my next run's coming up next. It's Rival Turf. Hopefully I'll have a decent run on that, but we'll see. Oh yes, it's indeed fun, and it's all for a good cause, I might add. Don't forget to donate for the Feed the Kids marathon charity today. my apologies, I'm not good at talking. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut it over to the host that's doing operations right now. And I'm going to temporarily close off and switch HDMI cables for the Wii U from the Switch. So anyway, this is This is RotorStorm331 signing off temporarily. I'll see you in a few minutes. Take care. Also, be sure to check out the music Daddy Malk. It is Headbanger. Anyway, I'll see you all in a few minutes. Take care.